Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary peoples. This is Bronson's By Any Means Necessary fantasy football talk for Tuesday, October 4th. This will be a short video, as you can see I'm traveling. And also, my teams are trash this year, so I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Clearly shouldn't be giving you fantasy football advice, but I do have some waiver wire targets for you. For week 5, starting with the quarterbacks, only have one quarterback, probably Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett. Not Kenny Pickens. Kenny Pickett. Looks like he's going to be the guy in Pittsburgh, and the offense did look better with him out there, and he did score 2 rushing touchdowns, which was not something that we were kind of anticipating when it came to Kenny Pickett as the starting quarterback for the Steelers. We weren't really thinking he was going to be much of a rusher, but if you're needing a quarterback, he's the only one I recommend. Running backs, 2 guys, both from the Atlanta Falcons with the injury to Cordero Patterson. So Tyler Algier and Caleb Huntley, 2 rookies, both looked pretty good last week. It's unclear how that backfield split is going to work, but they both should have a role. They both should be useful, and they're probably both worth owning until we know how that's going to work. Wide receivers, I've got 3 for you. Romeo Dubes looks like the number 1 guy. Looks like he's finally coming on for the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, and being the number 1 wide receiver in Green Bay is a very profitable fantasy spot to be in. And then George Pickens for the Steelers. Looks like him and Kenny Pickett have a good connection. Sorry for the paging overhead. Man, I look like crap. No wonder I can't get dates. Looks like Kenny Pickett and George Pickens have a good connection there in Pittsburgh. Both rookies are worth adding. And then Michael Gallup's back and healthy for the Cowboys. Didn't do a whole lot in his first week back, but he did score a touchdown. I think the productivity will only increase as he gets more acclimated to playing football again. And then at tight end, if you're looking for a tight end, Mo Cox had a outstanding week 4. Him and Matt Ryan seem to have a good connection. He's a former basketball player, so he's going to be a goal line target every time he's out there. Will Dissly, looks like that phenomenon hasn't faded away with Geno Smith. He's still scoring touchdowns at an incredibly high rate. He's not doing much else, but he is scoring touchdowns, which with a tight end, it's good enough. And then Robert Tonyan, him and Aaron Rodgers seem to have that comfort level back up to where it needs to be for him to be a productive player. And so I think, just as I've been saying all year, I think that now that Robert Tonyan's healthy, he's going to be a primary beneficiary of Aaron Rodgers' passes, especially down on the goal line. So all those guys are good waiver wire targets for you here in week 5. I don't board quite yet. I'm here at Salt Lake City, one of my favorite airports. It's a great layover place, and I do board in like 10 minutes or something. At least I won't be on the middle seat in this flight. I was on the middle seat here from Portland between a fat dude and a woman who was always dropping shit down in the bottom of her seat. So it's very uncomfortable, but luckily it was just an hour and a half. But this one I think I'm in the aisle, which is my preference, is the aisle. So Delta treats me well usually because I'm a Sky Miles member. So usually I don't have to pay for a seat upgrade. Usually I just get a good seat, but I got stuck in the middle on this last one. But Yeah, my gate. There it is. I see it. Kind of weird how there's like 6 gates here at the same spot, but all right. I don't have much else to say. I'll get to my spikes and yikes later on in the week, even though, again, I clearly don't know what the hell I'm doing this year. My teams are all garbage. But looking forward to my trip, and just hoping my teams get better. I don't know if they're just underperforming or if it's just a down year for all my players. But still plenty of season left to right the ship. I haven't started the bye weeks yet. That's usually when I start to separate from everybody else, during the bye weeks. So, yeah, just got to hang in there. All right. Peace, love, nacho fries. See you guys tomorrow.